Greetings everyone, I am Sister Lilia and welcome to my armory. So, it's been a long time coming, but here is the first part of my build video on my Sister of Battle cosplay. The current one, well, as of this video. So I started off with back when the Amelia Novena model had just been announced, and I ran to it, essentially. I took main inspiration for it from both the Amelia Novena model and from the old Dawn of War Soulstorm, or more commonly, metal canoness that existed prior to the new plastic range from the Sisters of Battle as well for the actual core armour, partly because I wanted to have the costume double as a canoness down the line. But that's going to be covered more in part 2. Because I was going to be adding in the corset from the old canoness, I took one of the details out of the iconography concepts that GW put out and made use of it. Now, for the actual corset itself, the corset itself actually started when I attempted a Sister of Silence cosplay. I didn't get very far into that costume, which is why you haven't seen it on the channel. Yeah, essentially, I started off with a duct tape template. I then ended up turning that into a foam template using some green foam I'd got from Kmart and adapted that to suit the shape of the Sister of Silence armour from all the armoured corset's base. I got partway through that and then things got in the way and the project ended up being shelved, then kind of scrapped, which left the corset available to form the base for the Sisters of Battle one. So the other part that I did was work out the breastplate armour, the part that was going to go underneath everything, that was going to have backplate mounted onto the back and have my bust go through it, essentially. So I started out with that and then ended up moving on to making the corset bits itself. I cut out a fleur-de-lis inspired by the one that you see on the canoness's torso and attached that onto there, along with gradually building up the corset layers, built up the neck piece to have the classic Sister of Battles skull icon piece on the power dispenser, added in extra bits of detail around the actual torso itself, I made it so that the pouldrons would be removable, mainly for storage, but also so that I could have them be modular. And I also started on new vambraces. Basically, the first vambrace was designed so that one side is permanently attached to the inner layer and the other side flips open and has Velcro on the inside. The next one I attached Velcro into it, and I attached Velcro onto one panel and then attached strapping on to the other side and had Velcro on the inside edge so that I could press it down and have things be locked in place with some strapping on the inside plate. And then early last year I actually made new vambraces that are far more modular and allow me to actually have the outer plates of the vambrace be removed, which also allows me to add on and remove light up panels, which I did a test of them last year for Lantern Parade, and I'll do better ones later on that actually survive after the event. I also this year improved on the pauldrons, building up the detail on them to match the reference model far better, and changing things around to look a lot better. The sheer difference having the winged ecclesiarchy symbol and the fleur-de-lis in white with gold trim around it cannot be understated. Like, it looks good in gold, but like, it looks amazing in white. And yeah, I was able to actually get pictures at a number of events, including the intro picture and cover picture, which I got taken at Metro City Comic Con by a pretty damn good photographer. So as for the rest of the bits of this costume, they date from an older version of the armour. I'm gradually working on phasing those parts out and adding in new parts. Anyway, part 2 of this video of this build will cover doing leg armour, the new backpack system, and adding extra details on and so on. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and what cosplay projects do you guys want to see me do next? They don't have to be Warhammer.